That's ChaseWins.com coming to you. It's Thursday evening, but coming to you for Friday. Excuse me. Friday, January the 22nd, 2021. Hope everyone's having a great Friday, Thursday. I'll post this thing late tonight. But doing a video now because I want to give you two free plays. One of them, we're going to do one, then we're going to do one that, isn't quite high as rated, but nice underdog play. Line may change, so I don't want to wait until Friday afternoon to give it out. So right now it is 7:30 East Coast time, Thursday evening. We've just had our evening games kick off about 30 minutes ago. Both of them were 7 p.m. games. Both of them were in the NHL. This is the first day since basketball has returned that we have not had any basketball plays released. Going into today, there were a total of 5 games that I liked initially. 3 college basketball, 2 NBA, and of course, like I told you guys, with COVID, and that being one of the main reasons, statuses of players, just overall shifts in the lineup, changes from so many different angles are being made not only daily, but, minute to minute, hour to hour. So you can't just take the game for what it is of, team A versus B, and here it is, they're going to go play tonight, because team A versus B with, the lines that are posted at 10 a.m., you look at it, you love it, and then 3 o'clock that afternoon, you realize that there's been 3 or 4 major changes, significant changes or shifts or alterations of some kind made, and now it changes everything. You went from loving the game to now not even remotely liking it. So that's what I tell people. I do not like having to release plays at different times. I don't want to, release one sport here and then a few hours later release the rest. But I am not going to release early, knowing that changes are more than likely going to happen, and crossing my fingers and hope that it's not changes that would affect what we're playing. So again, we're always going to make sure that we have all of the information, all of the facts, and that we are 100% locked in and on that play before it ever gets pushed out to a single client. So again, it's, as early as it is, we're still in the first period of the 2 games that we had tonight, so can't do a recap there. So we'll do a recap on those 2 plays in our next video, which will more than likely be posted Friday afternoon. And that's because if what I think is going to happen with a game overnight tonight, then that will be an additional game that I'm going to play for sure. And I have, and I've told myself that I will be giving it out for free if that is the case. I'm hoping that all of the information that I'm waiting on that I don't have yet will be out, or at least I will have it from, one of a few sources by lunchtime. That way, if it is one and I do decide that I'm going to release it, I can have you a video up that afternoon, hours before the game starts. So we'll do the recap at that time on those. The only play that we can recap for the day is Jerry and his soccer team had one premium play earlier this afternoon in soccer. That was a winner. So for what has been completed for the day, we want to know. I am going to go ahead and give you a recap for what I did on Wednesday. Obviously, that was the last video that I did. Told you we guys were going, to have a decent-sized day playing all the sports. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a recap of everything that I released that day. And then we'll get on some free plays. So real quick, well, I'll tell you what, before we do that, just real quick, because for all the new people, in case you're not exactly familiar with what all we have, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. First off, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Always smash that like button. Believe it or not, it does help. The more likes we get, the more people we can get in front of. The more times somebody will easily be able to find us, while surfing through YouTube, looking up sports stuff, sports betting stuff, or, sadly, watching someone else's video and being, giving very, very poor information, then they can run across ours, get some good information, and that's just other people that we can impact and help make money for absolutely free. So smash the like button, and then most importantly, if you are not already subscribed, subscribe. Make sure you do that. We would appreciate it. If you are subscribed, tell one of your friends, tell one of your family members, somebody that you know would appreciate to get this content, the free plays, make the free money. Tell them about it. Tell them to come over and subscribe. And then I also tell you this, if you are on social media, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that, share this video on Instagram or Twitter with the little share button right down there below you. You click share it on either one of those or both with the hashtag bettingking, King. And we're going to be looking at those hashtags on both platforms. And myself and Jerry are going to randomly select one from each platform to get a free month all access pass from us. So make sure you do that. And if you want to do both, you'll be entered on both ones. You get 2 chances to potentially win a $500 30-day all access absolutely free. So, all right, if you are interested in getting on winning plays this weekend, which I know you are, you have a couple of different options if you are wanting something shorter term to try us out, see what we're about, test the waters, kind of see what we do, how we release, the volume, everything. There's a reason that we say we're the best in the business. We can back it up. If you want to come, you've never been with us, I most certainly don't expect you to come and have your first purchase be something long term. I expect it to be short term, to try it out. And then you go from there after we've proven ourselves to you. I do not want you to take my word for it, to trust what I'm saying. I don't even want you to go out there and look at the hundreds of reviews and comments and trust that. The only thing I want you to trust is your real world experience on it. That's all it is. I want you to see it firsthand before you go out there and make the commitment, in length of time and financially with the best service out there. So you got a couple of different options. Number one, it is Friday. We have Jerry's Soccer Weekend Pass. This is the only weekend pass that we offer in one particular sport because the weekends are the highest volume of plays in the sport of soccer. Everybody knows Jerry is the soccer king. He goes out there and nobody in this industry can compete with the amount of winners consistently day in and day out that he provides in that sport, the profit margins that he provides for his clients in soccer is, it is unreal. For what you get, for what you can pay so cheap for a package like this, you just absolutely can't beat it. So if you want soccer, you're more interested in getting just one sport and focusing on that, that would be the one you want to go with for this weekend. $30, you get 3 days of all of his premium and daily top plays in soccer, and that's in all leagues. That's not just certain leagues. That is every premium and daily top play in soccer for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and he will have plays all 3 of those days. So make sure it's already on the site. Go ahead, click it, $30, jump on it, enjoy 3 days, a ton of profit, a ton of fun, and it will pay for itself in day one. Now, if you are interested in getting a little bit more, wanting to play the other sports, wanting to play my plays in basketball, in hockey, and what I'm going to have in NFL this weekend, better bang for your buck would be to just spend the $50 and you get a 3-day all play pass. That's 3 days, all sports, and all premium and daily top plays for only $50. So that right there, you get a ton of plays, a lot of volume, a lot of profit, and a very, very cheap price. You can step up and do a 7-day pass for $99. Same thing goes as the 3-day pass. You just get it for 7 days. 30-day pass is typically $399. And right now it is on sale this weekend for $299. So make sure you jump on that if you're wanting something a little bit longer term. To all of my current clients, people that have been with us before, you know what a month pass does already at normal price. Make sure you jump on it for $299 while it's on sale. Or the best bang for your buck, you can get the 30-day all access pass, which not only includes every premium and daily top play in all sports, soccer also, but you also get any game of the week, month, or year, any prop bets, leans, anything, absolutely anything released on the site for 30 days. That right there is usually $4.99, and right now it's on sale for $3.99 for the weekend as well. So that right there, that's what we've got going on this weekend. Obviously, we have seasonal packages, 1 year all access packages. We can mix and match and build you something custom to fit, your bankroll and your needs and your wants. If that's something that you would be interested in, or you have any questions on anything, send me an email, chase@chasewins.com, and I will take care of you. So that's what we've got going on. Let's do a quick recap of what we did on Wednesday, and we'll get on a couple of free plays. So that day, if you did not watch the video that I posted early Wednesday morning, obviously you can go back. It's archived and watch it. I gave out one premium free play, and then I also gave out a second free play that I wanted you to play in the same game. And I told you exactly why I liked the game, why I was taking it, what was going to happen. And if anybody tuned into that game and watched it, I could not have been more spot on and more correct. And for the people that sent me an email after that game, thanking me and wondering how in the world I guess notice stuff like the way I do and pay attention to it and remember it and analyze it. I guess I'm not going to give away my secrets. And plus, I don't know, I've just always been like that. But that's why this business fits me very well. Thank you for those emails. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you got to cash in on it for free. So that day, what I gave out for free, Dallas Mavericks as an underdog. Dallas Mavericks were catching 2 at the time I recorded that video against the Indiana Pacers. I told everybody, I gave the full game breakdown in detail, and I told them, the Mavericks should be, technically based on the numbers, the correct team was favored at the time. The Mavericks were the better team. Just overall, the Mavericks were the better team in that spot, and the Mavericks were going to be able to exploit one key weakness of the Pacers that was going to allow them to control the game and separate themselves towards the end of the game. So we took the 2 points. I said that was a premium rated free play. Whoever got it. That was awesome. Mavs +2, they won outright in dominant fashion. It wasn't even a contest. Obviously, that line later in the day started to move, as I said in the video that it would. And at the time, so, they were catching 2 at the time of that video, which was about 5:30 that morning. By the time the game tipped off, I think Dallas was laying a 1.5. So significant line movement there. But I had a couple of people email me late in the day that had just seen the video and said, hey, just saw your video. You said Mavs +2. I'm seeing the Mavs -1, 1.5. And I said, well, that video has been up for, 13, 14 hours, and, it's since moved. But in the same token, you can still take you can take the Mavs on the money line. You can take them minus the points either way. I still like the game. In that same video for free, I also told you, while taking the Mavs +2, I wanted you to make a separate wager, and I also wanted you to take the Mavs on the money line. And at that time, the money line was the Mavs +125, and of course, they won outright easily. So if you watched that video, if you made both of those wagers, you cashed in both 2-0, absolutely free of charge. Best free plays in the business, as they always are, and you're welcome. So then, later on that day, released 3 plays on the card. 1 NBA, 1 NCAA basketball, 1 NHL to go with the 2 Mavericks plays that I had given out earlier. NBA, Warriors, money line, minus $1.15. Obviously, I think they were laying a point at that time, 1.5 in some offshore spots. You lay a 1.5 and $1.10 to do it. You might as well just lay the $1.15. You don't have to worry about any point spread. That right there is the better value. That right there is, truth be told, financially smarter. It's the better investment money-wise. Took the Warriors on the money line. They absolutely steamrolled in that game. I mean, absolutely beat the brakes off of them. And so that was an easy win there. So that put us at 1-0 there. 3-0 for the day in the NBA when you count the free plays. Get over into the NHL. We have one play. We had the Minnesota Wild and the Anaheim Ducks under 5.5 goals. Another win and another easy sweep day in the NHL. Then we jump down to NCAA basketball. Boise State minus 13.5. I think they ended up winning by 30. So another easy sweep of the board in college basketball. Now, Boise State, again, they won by 13.5, made it look easy. I'm going to give you a little hint on something you can do what you will on. Pay attention, though. So that game was on Wednesday. They didn't play on Thursday. They play again on Friday. What happened on Wednesday? Unless Boise just comes out flat or, doesn't come to play, what happened on Wednesday? I expect to see a very, very similar outcome on Friday. So again, listen to what I'm saying. Pay attention. What happened on Wednesday? I see it happening again on Friday. Do what you will with that. So anyway, premium plays on Wednesday. 5-0 clean sweep across the board in all sports. It was never in doubt. None of these games were really even close. The closest thing was the Wild and the Ducks. Obviously, that got closest to, to hitting that number. But either way, 5-0 clean sweep across the board. Congrats to everybody that jumped on it and made a pile of money on Wednesday on my premium plays. Like I said today, can't really go over what we've done so far today because, again, we're still in the first period of the two games that I had. Only thing that I can tell you is that the one premium play that Jerry had in soccer was an easy winner this afternoon. So the two games that are going on right now, we'll recap in the next video. Let's jump on a couple of free plays. First, the main free play that I want to give you. And again, there's about 15 different reasons why I really like this game. But instead of, making a 15-minute spiel at it, and truth be told, a lot of you probably don't care. You just want to know what I like. Purdue-Fort Wayne is taking on Wisconsin-Green Bay. And right now, Purdue-Fort Wayne is laying a 1.5. Or you can take them on the money line at only $1.15. So again, the smarter bet financially, the better investment would be to just lay the $1.15 on the money line, where all they have to do is win outright, and you do not have to worry about any point spread, even as small as it is. In this game that you have right here, again, there's 8 specific reasons why I love Purdue in this spot, Purdue-Fort Wayne. But the main one, and the main one that I want you to focus on, is speed. Wisconsin-Green Bay might be a little more agile. They might be a little more athletic. They might be somebody that's even a little more physical. One thing we know Wisconsin-Green Bay is not, is very talented. Now again, they went through a 3 to 4 year period there where they had drafted a couple of players out of the south side of Chicago, out of high school, and they come out there and they absolutely set the world on fire. Since then, since them graduating a couple of years ago, they have essentially had to start over. They've had new coaches. And not only do they look like a shell of the team that they had because of, the new personnel and the new players that they're trying to get acclimated to, but they're not even running the same style of plays. The defense isn't running the same style of plays. They've switched, and now, the past couple of games, they've been playing, primarily a man-to-man defense. And that right there really benefits us in this spot. Because one thing about Wisconsin-Green Bay is they're not very fast. And they're not, how do I want to word this so you understand what I'm saying? They're not conditioned for this yet. Young players, inexperienced, still trying to find their identity. And one thing that you notice with freshmen and incoming people that haven't had the experience or the service time yet is when it comes to going out there and giving it everything you have for the entire game, you go out there and compare freshmen, newbies, to juniors and seniors, and they go out there and give it literally everything they have, and they're going to run it until they run out of gas. What happens? 9 minutes left in the game. Freshmen are seniors still going strong. The stamina is something that they build over time. They're conditioned to it. These guys don't have it. This is a young team. This is not a very talented team. This is an inexperienced team. This is a slow team. And this is a team that's going to run out of gas before Purdue Fort Wayne does. So even if Wisconsin Green Bay were to keep this game close and keep it entertaining, hell, even sustain a small lead, one thing that you are going to have is Purdue running them and leading them up and down the floor, especially if Wisconsin Green Bay sticks with that poor man-to-man defense. So that's one thing that's going to give them an edge. And if they stick with that, not only is their defense man-to-man poor, so eventually Purdue's going to be able to control time of possession and be able to go out there, drive inside, and get easy buckets. But as that gas tank starts to empty for Wisconsin Green Bay, Purdue Fort Wayne's going to crank it up one more level, run that man-to-man ragged, burn them out completely, and they're going to end up walking away, separating themselves, and going ahead and closing this game out. Purdue Fort Wayne, premium play, money line, minus $1.15. Love the play. Love it. Another game that I want you to play, and you can play this as a strong lean, maybe just for slightly less than you do the Purdue game. This one is an underdog play, and I think this is a live dog. I think this is a dog that should win this game outright, but it's going to, again, they're going to have to come to play. They're not going to they cannot come out there and let their guard down. They cannot come out there, let their foot off the gas, and they can't go out there and take anything for granted. If they do that, they're going to get beat. And this is a team that's known to do that, but they're starting to improve on that. They're starting to improve with how they do things with this. If they come out and they keep their guards up, they don't take anything for granted, and they keep their foot on the gas from start until the game's over, this is a live dog that's going to win this game outright. And you have Oakland versus Detroit University. Detroit University right now is catching 3.5. They are plus 3.5 at minus $1.10. And truth be told, when I broke this game down, and you break it down talent for talent, position for position, you're going to have man-to-man in this game as well. And you give, and you say that both teams go out there and play to their full potential for 40 minutes. Any way you want to break it down, taking multiple things in and out of equations, looking at it and breaking it down 10 different ways, I still came up with an average of a 4-point Detroit win. And they're catching 3.5. So you're talking about a 7.5 to 8-point swing there. So that's value. That's good value. Now again, Detroit has been known, to go out there and take their foot off the gas. Go out there, play lackluster for a little bit. Go out there, take teams for granted and say, we've got it. We've created some separation. Now let's lay off for a minute. And that's how they've gone out there and ended up losing games. They should have been able to put away and win by double digits. That's happened multiple times to them this year. This game, I really do think that this team has had their eyes open after being smacked in the mouth and had a couple of reality checks. I really do believe that what you were seeing earlier in the year from Detroit, from a mental standpoint and the standpoint of being disciplined, I don't think you're going to have that issue. Not saying that they still can't be, beaten, but they're not going to be beaten because they didn't use this, because they weren't disciplined, because they didn't try. They'll get beat because they just got beat. But in this game, they are the better team. They are the better team offensively, more talent-wise. They're the better team defensively, and they are also a team that they are aggressive. They will play more aggressive ball, and this is a game that, again, this could be close throughout, and it could come down to, hey, who's going to out-rebound? Because, who's going to go out there and control the possessions? More importantly, who's going to go out there and get the offensive rebounds to get the second chance shots to keep putting it back up and ensuring that they do score points? Again, both teams give it their all, Oakland can't hang with Detroit on that front. They're not as aggressive. They're not as big. They're not as strong. That is one area that Detroit, truth be told, could play at 80% and still, you know, outperform Oakland in that regard. So again, Detroit plus 3.5, play it. And then also, if you want to do it as a little bit smaller lean, you can go ahead and take Detroit plus 145 on the money line because again, this is the way this game is going to end out. You know, in my eyes, Detroit's either going to win this game outright by somewhere 7-8 points, or Detroit, if they lose this game, well, if Detroit doesn't win the game outright, not only are they obviously going to lose the game, but they're not going to cover the spread. If they don't win the game outright, I say that they lose the game by 8+. That's my prediction. But I like Detroit plus 3.5. I also like them as a small play on the money line, plus 145. And then my favorite out of the three, Purdue, Fort Wayne, over Wisconsin, Green Bay. Money line minus $1.15. Love it. Congrats to everybody on the 5-0. Premium play day. Big day today. Go get on the $30 soccer weekend. Go get on a 3-day $50 pass. 7-day $99, whatever you want to do. If you have questions on anything, send me an email, chase@chasewins.com. I'll be happy to answer anything. Be on the lookout for another free play video coming later tomorrow afternoon. And I think that's it. I love you guys. Be back for more content tomorrow. And we'll have a huge, huge weekend to keep carrying on the amazing week we have already had. See you all in the winner circle. Love you guys.